Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of Women Wednesday with your host, Lady B Bless. So happy to be here. So happy to see everyone, and I'm very, very excited for this edition because it's none other than the launch for the Music Diva magazine. So we have Empress Rose, who is the editor, publisher, the all for the magazine. I'm going to show you guys the front cover before I bring her on, so you guys can have a look, just have a peek at the front cover of the Music Diva magazine. And let me give you guys the website ahead of time. It is www.musicdivas.club. Okay, remember that, www.musicdiva.club. So what I'm going to do is bring her on. Hey, I see you guys logging in. Don't forget to share the video for me. Go ahead and press that share button and share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with everyone, and let them know Lady B Bless is on. And it's another exciting edition of Women Wednesday. And as you can see, our guest here today is Empress Rose, and she is the editor and publisher of the Music Diva magazine. Now, I'm very excited about this project. I'm very excited about the magazine. Not only because I'm featured in the magazine. Oh, no. I'm also excited because I know that this is a labor of love for Empress Rose. It's something she said, I'm going to do. And in no time, she was able to get it done. Not only that, it's available on Apple Books. So while I'm waiting for her to pop back on camera, I want you guys to go to www.musicdivas.club to learn more about the magazine and click and get your copy of the magazine. Hi, Empress Rose. How are you?
I'm good. I'm here hanging out with you.
I know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know. It's a labor of love. The magazine is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I put it up on my status
Mhm.
on WhatsApp and on Facebook, and I also put it on the Instagram. And people
Mhm.
are inboxing me like, "Wow, who's doing this? Who is this person? What is this magazine? Who are these fashions? Who are these models? Oh my God!" And they're like, "Wow, this is really what I'm getting is that this is so professional." And they're like,
Thank
"When
you.
is it coming offline? Is it only offline? Is it only in Apple Books?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm interviewing her. So you guys log in to find out more about the Music Diva magazine." But before we start that, let us know, who is Empress Rose?
Well, my thing, I do music. I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I do music, film, art, um, and I also do podcasts. So I have podcasts, and I have my show that plays out to some of the FM stations as well as syndicated to regular AM FM stations. But the digital magazine is something that's new. So I'm working in different spaces right now.
Okay, so what made you do a digital magazine? How did that come? I know you do a lot of things. Your hands are in a lot of pots, but I've noticed lately that you are it's like you're like homing in on a particular brand or a particular identity and where you want to a particular identity and where you want to carry your brand. So how did the magazine come about?
Well, to be frank with you, I got invited to the clubhouse, and I was kind of hesitant. What is this clubhouse about? And it's more one more app that it is that I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm like, I'm not sure I want to do another app because I have the marketing and promotions business on one end as well, which means that I am always on social media for consistently for 4 or 5 days per week. Of course, I try to not do anything 2 days out of the week because it can become overwhelming as well. But with getting into the space itself, I said, all right, well, just as everything else, I have to set a goal in terms of why it is that I'm here. Where some persons were there, networking, and you can't fault them because networking is professional and social interaction. So where it is that most persons are there for social in terms of business that I bring to the platform, I wanted to ensure that I have an end goal. And I set that end goal that, it would be great because it is that the space is made up of incorporating iOS users. So outside, there are Android users who don't have access to the space. And then there are others who are like pretty, laid back and don't necessarily would like to be on Clubhouse, even though they do have iOS. So once I got in and I saw exactly what the app had to afford, and I told the other persons about it. Some persons were like, no. Even some of the iOS, they didn't want to do it. Some of the Android wanted to do it, but it's not a space for them. So I said, okay, you know what? There it goes. And so I decided to create that digital magazine where I could share with persons that are outside the Clubhouse so they could see some of the persons that I actually interview within my Music Divas room. So on the Clubhouse, I have my Music Divas Club. And so the persons that are highlighted in the magazine are persons who came through that space and are of professional expertise in terms of what they bring to the music, arts, and entertainment industry.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Clubhouse is quite entertaining, educational, also time consuming. So you're absolutely right. You have to know and gauge your time on it. Marceline from Messacartas, what did she say? Hi, good incentive, Marceline. Thank you. Marcelina. Thank you, Marcelina. Sorry, my laptop is a little further away from me today. I had to do a new setup because I was having problems with my mic. So thank you. Thank you, Maria, for that. We appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show you guys a little preview of the magazine. This is the cover of the magazine. And then I'm going to show a little preview of what's inside the magazine. As it is available on iOS, and you could definitely go to Apple. It's in Apple Books, and then download it. I love the cover. I love showing the cover. That was the first thing that grabbed my attention when she sent me the magazine. I was like, wow. So tell us about this cover.
So quite interestingly, the fashion designer that's highlighted on the cover, he's from Ghana. And quite interestingly, he has been wanting me to manage him for about 6 years, actually 6.5 years. He just came out of high school, and there were different persons that are working with in Ghana, various different countries, but especially in Ghana where he is. And he just kept on watching my work, and he asked me to manage him 6 years ago. And I was like, no, I can't. And he just kept on doing his thing. And, he would come every year and he would ask again. He's like, can you think about it? How about this year? And every year I would say no. And so most recently, Lady B, I can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
Sorry about that. I said, was there a particular reason you kept telling him no?
Well, because it is that I work in so much industries, and when I'm going to, that would be like a new industry for me, and I wanted to ensure that I was ready. to make the move. For me, when I manage someone, it's not just about what they want or what I want, but a collaborative effort. If it is that it's, and if it is that it's something that I'm going to battle with, then I'll just leave it alone. And so, they'll be able to go their way and I'll be able to go my way. But when I sign up for something, I really sign up for something and I give it
Exactly.
100%.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it, and as the years go by, I started telling myself that I'm not here to fight with anyone. So if it is that persons are on board in terms of what it is they sign up for, it's either they're going to do it 100%. I give 100%. I do not know about giving anything less than that. But it takes respect as well. And I want to ensure that for myself, it's not just about the fact that he wanted me to ensure that there's respect across the board as well. So after going in for 6 years, going on 6 years, he asked me again, and I said, I'll come back to you this time. And when I finally told him that, I said, okay, fine, I'm going to manage you, because now I realize that it's not that I'm going away from music, but it is that in everything you would like to level up. And myself, I'm a level upper. So in terms of leveling up and where I'm at and looking to different industries and things that can help to sell an artist and or everything else that I do, I see that was the perfect time. So I called him up and I said, listen, I'm going to manage you. And then the phone was like quiet for like what is going on? Can you hear me? And he was like, he was crying. I was like, what are you crying for? He's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I've been asking you for years and you said no. And he's like, I feel like the time is perfect for myself as well right now. So he was ready to go. Needless to say. So from there on, I decided that this would be one of the projects that I would use, one of his, something that will help to sell the cover, of course. Working in marketing and promotions, that whatever it is that you have to have that it factor. And for me, that was this it factor as well in terms of him. And it was not just about putting him on the cover. It was about him actually coming into the space and be able to tell others about what it is that he does. And he does it very well.
Perfect. As you guys, I put the cover back up again. Young designer from Ghana. Big up yourself. It is beautiful. The designs are absolutely gorgeous. Most definitely. So now you manage him. You're showcasing his art. And how has that been going, stepping into a new industry?
Oh, it has been going excellent. I can't tell you the amount of it's just insane. The amount of persons, like when I first put out the magazine, the very first day, I woke up the next morning and I had close to 200 messages, and it was mostly about the cover. Persons that is like, oh my God, this cover is awesome. I had to change something, and when I called into Apple to say, I'm would like to make this change. It's just a minor change. And the lady at Apple, she said, oh, myself and my friend was looking over this magazine when it first came in on Friday. And we are just so delighted. The cover is everything. And not to mention the persons that are included within the magazine itself. Is like they told me congratulations and that they really love the cover and they will be getting one for themselves. So a lot of persons has been asking, is it only digital as well? But it's my first magazine. So of course I'm learning as I go along as well. So it's a whole new avenue for myself. So I'm going to make the magazine available at some point between today and tomorrow, where Android users can be able to download as well. So for persons that
wonderful.
For persons that are listening, I'm going to have it available here to be able to download Android as well, or if you would like it in PDF version.
Perfect. As Usman just mentioned, he said amazing stuff in the magazine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have an iPhone to download it, but thank you, Empress Rose. Great
Mhm.
news for you. It will be coming in Android, and it's in 51 stores now, right? Digital.
It's currently in 51 stores. I think I'm going to add another 11. So, yeah, getting it out there, and the response has been quite overwhelming. I think within the first day, within the first day I had over 40,000 downloads, and when I saw the results, yes, it was like, did what? Yes. So, yes,
I can only clap and say I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. This girl doesn't sleep. Trust me. I mean, like
yes.
one morning I was on the phone with her at 6 o'clock in the morning. She's working on the magazine. I'm like, listen, Lady B is going to bed. She's
But,
like, no, I'm gonna get
but
this done.
But you know, lady, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And
Yes,
either I'm going
yes,
to do it well, or I'm not going to do it at all. And I like to give
yes.
whatever I do 100%. And of course, when you give things your all, and as a perfectionist, you know that now that it is that the magazine is out, and even as much as persons say, "Oh my God, it's nice, it's perfect," and all the other different things, um, there's always room for improvement. And so I'm happy that it's not 100% perfect, because as I look at it, I see things that I could have done differently to enhance it. And so if it was perfect to begin with out the gate, then I might get bored by number two. So I won't be bored by the second edition, as it will be, it's a quarterly magazine. So what you're looking at is the spring issue, and the summer issue will be out in July.
Right.
Not only as well, in terms of persons downloading, I have also had, if I tell you, quite overwhelmed. I haven't even checked my messages since morning as it pertains to the magazine. Last night I was in a room on Clubhouse because I want to know about NFTs. Um, and after telling persons about my magazine, I woke up this morning with a few DMs. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 22 persons that are asking for the physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like most persons that are asking is they want 5, 6, 7 copies. And I'm like, what? Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's
You
a great
did
start.
great. You
It's a
did
great
great.
start. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's absolutely a wonderful start. And I think only you are seeing the mistakes with your
I
critical
don't know.
eyes.
I see the mistakes and I'm like, oh my God, next time that, but like I said, I'm glad that it's not 100%, you know, I'm not asking for perfection, but I just want to
Right.
ensure that when I put something out, that it's awesome. And I'm telling you, the it's just insane. I should say at this point, it's insane because what you're looking at, I would say 2/3 of it is my work.
Yeah.
100%. I had to roll my sleeves up. I wanted different persons that I try to come aboard, and that's how it is. The first that would say, "Oh, I would like to do this with you," but I guess people will think that, okay, I'm moving on their time. No, if you want to
Right.
do this,
Right.
then do it. So last minute, there were things that I had to jump in and do myself, but that's what entrepreneurialism
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
So I rolled my sleeves up and I was able to put it together, get it together. And I must admit that when I realized it was completed, I sat back. I walked down the stairs a few times and went back up, and I said, did I just do that? I swear to God, I said that. I've worked on various projects, but for this one, I could not believe it. I was like, did I just do that? I could not believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. You did it. You did it. It's done. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's professional. And
Oh,
that is it.
I
Professional.
gotta tell you something else. This is quite interesting. Someone within the space also sent me a message and said that I do not know anything about NFTs, but this is something that somebody reached out to me who does that and know about it and says I should have a talk with them. I was like, do you understand? They told me, it's like, do you know you can make millions? I says, what, of that magazine? So I want to know more about NFTs. I
Yeah.
don't know anything
NFTs is the
about.
paid for digital content. Yes. I think that's a lot. I've been seeing it being thrown around, so I just Googled it a couple nights ago, and I saw you in the room last night when you
Mhm.
guys were chatting, like two o'clock in the morning. like, I'm going to bed.
I worked through the night. I had a 5
Yes,
o'clock meeting, so I was like,
yes.
why go to sleep?
Why even sleep,
I, you
right?
know, I have a meeting at 5 a.m. So I just stayed up, did my meeting at 5 a.m. And
You
yeah,
see,
did it.
entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't understand. For you guys to just joining us, I'm going to give you another peek of the magazine. When I come back, you'll get the website, and you could go to your Apple Books and look for the magazine. Let me give you guys another peek what's inside the magazine. And why I feel so honored that after the feature of the designer, then you see Lady B Bless. Aww. Empress Rose, you love me so much.
Well, this is interesting because I put the magazine on Twitter,
Uh-huh.
but I haven't been on Twitter. And so this is interesting. I
What
have
happened
over
on Twitter?
I put it up last night. 156,000 views
On Twitter.
Mm-hmm. I interesting, very interesting.
See? What did you say about your work ethics? Your work ethics is very important because it follows you. It's part of your reputation. And like you said, this young
Mm-hmm.
man asked you to manage him for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would have been like, yeah, let me manage you. But no, you were like, no, I'm not ready. Because mismanaging a person is worse than
Yeah,
not managing them at all.
and I
You
don't
see?
think a lot of persons realize that.
Yeah.
And for me, I take it very seriously, especially um, knowing what it is that as women in the industry, what it is that we already go through.
Yes.
We are the ones who get beat up all the time. We're the ones who get overlooked as well. There's so many things that I do in this industry, and from time to time, I see where I compared to a male that would do something in the industry, persons don't react, you know, that way. If it's a male compared to a female, it's a female, it's like, oh, okay, she's, a female, and I could talk down to them, or I can sway things a little bit differently. But for myself, I take management very seriously when I manage someone.
Yeah.
But like I said, I am not here to fight with anyone as well. So if it is that you seek me out, or to manage you, I'm going to do my best. We are not perfect as well, and I do not exude perfection. However, it is that I have to look at certain things to ensure that what you sign up for, I can give it to you. So for myself, I could have managed him. I seen his work before other persons saw his work. I saw his work 6 years ago. He had some pieces that he put out, and I actually made a comment. I was like, "Whoa, this is nice. This is very interesting," and that was that. So other persons might say, "Yes, they would have managed him before," but I wanted to make sure that it is that I'm ready. And so it's not just about persons who love the covers, but there are, let's just put it like this, there are big names out there that are calling for him right now. That's how bad it has gotten. It is
Yeah.
it has gotten. I am completely, I wouldn't say that I'm surprised, because I know exactly what he was always capable of doing. But when he first contacted me, he was just out of high school.
Wow. And he's
Yeah.
already doing shows in Ghana. Yes.
Yes, so there's like the bachelor side of Ghana, and he dresses Mr. Africa, for one of the reality shows there, as well as he as won, different awards in Nigeria and even other awards in Ghana as well. So he's doing well, and this is an extra room for him because it is
Yes.
that now he's on a global platform, because my works is not just within Ghana itself, but he's on an international global stage right now, where there are various persons that are reaching out to me and asking me, who is he? They would like more information. They would like to be able to work with him as well. So I'm not sure. I had to tell him, I was like, are you prepared for this? Because it is that there are a lot of persons that are actually calling and would like you to either design their stuff going forward, or they have, different persons that want the product itself or something similar. So you guys haven't seen anything yet. You should check out
Wow.
check out the link in my Instagram, on the International Stars page. That's INTL. That's STARZ. And if you go into the bio and you check out the fashion within that link, you're able to see a little bit more of his work, because it's not just for women, but I brought him to the stage to talk about, Women's History Month and how important fashion was, as it pertains to just not to women, but to others as well. And we decided to go with the female models, but trust and believe there's room for the guys as well. He has excellent taste in terms of men's attire as well.
Most definitely. I love his design, and I was on his Instagram checking out some of his designs. His design for men are off the chain. I
Yeah,
love
they're
the
unique.
jackets. Yes, very unique.
Yeah.
And the color combinations are very nice. So definitely, give us his name and his Instagram, his showcase.
Yeah, so his name is Al Belkay. That's AL Belkay. And so on Instagram is Al_Belkay. Check him out.
Yes.
Check
Check
him
him
out.
out.
Yeah, one for Ghana, they're doing
Yeah,
absolutely
definitely.
well. Yeah, they're doing well various things going on, and this is just a highlight in terms of what the great work that comes out of Ghana as well, out of Africa. He's representing for Africa. He's representing for Ghana, and in terms of the the different comments and people highlighting his work, I'm all for that, of course.
Yes, most definitely. And you are doing a great job. So we're going to take a commercial break, give you time to breathe, and then we will be back in a couple minutes to carry on the conversation about the Music Diva magazine launch.
Yes.
The Lady Be Blessed Humanitarian Foundation is a USA IRS registered 501c3 public charity. Our mission is to actively and effectively engage in promoting human and social welfare with no prejudice against human suffering on the grounds of gender, sexual orientation, religious, or national divisions. Our main goal is to save lives, relieve suffering, and maintain human dignity. Donate now to support our work. PayPal.me/TLBBH Foundation or cash.app/$TLBBH Foundation. Come join Women Wednesdays with Lady Be Blessed, an empowering podcast spotlighting women in leadership. A weekly look at some amazing women leaders, mentors, role models, change makers, community advocates, presidents, CEOs, executive directors, and boss ladies. These women are women that lead. Every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live, facebook.com/Lady Be Blessed, youtube.com/Lady Be Blessed. Let us help you win in business. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses get online with business class website builders, managed WordPress platforms, domain name registration, web hosting, hosted email, e-commerce, and online stored solutions. Our 24/7, 365 support is always available at mxztdigital.com. MXZT Digital Tech Solutions. We help small businesses. Visit us online today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time in the most important hour of hip hop for the Ike Jackson Report podcast. Available Sundays weekly and the Ike Jackson Report podcast daily. Available weekdays for engaging, serious hip hop political commentary. Available now on Anchor FM, Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon. Engage. Stream serious conversation. Stream the Ike Jackson Report podcast now.
Call now 718-547-1910 for an appointment with George the Hip Hop Taxman. Only 50 appointments available on Hip Hop Tax Preparation Days, March 10th through April 15th. Use code DWI/Ike Jackson to get your tax preparation discount. Call 718-547-1910 now. No upfront money. No upfront money. No upfront money for those who qualify. For producers, artists, and indie labels to file.
Hi. Welcome back. It's all about Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Lady B. Bless, your African Caribbean Empress. Today we have Empress Rose, and we are talking about the Music Diva magazine. If you guys are on Clubhouse, check out the Music Diva room or club on Clubhouse. And you guys, they have a lot of industry information, how to do a podcast. They have producers, they have DJs, they have people giving really good advice. And of course, Empress Rose is there, and she is no stranger to telling you as it is, as far as I hope it wasn't mute all this time because I would have been talking and no one was hearing me.
Just for the last word.
Just for the last word, I'm having problems with my mic, as you see from the beginning. Yeah. I think I have one more show in this season, and then I come back for season 2 in July, and I'm smashing all this equipment. Trust me. I'm doing a fundraiser. Awesome. New equipment, new studio equipment, we smash all of this. But yeah, it's either the mic or the cam or something. But I think all in all, I need a new laptop. So I think that's where a lot of my issues are coming in. But coming forward, everything gets better with time. Go ahead. You were saying?
No, I was saying that it's maybe time. Maybe it's the microphone or the cord.
I think it's the cord on the laptop because I've had it so long. It's a little loose. I think that's what it is. It's a little loose, and any slight movement that I make, it mutes it. So I have to really just sit still and not be bothered.
You got it.
Okay, so that's what it is. But we'll rectify all of that for season 2 coming in July. So I'm going to take May and June off, put everything together, and just come back with Lady Bless Conversation Podcast season 2, which is going to be so exciting. But Empress, what it's all about you. It's all about the things that you're doing. It's all about, helping people the way you do. And also, like I mentioned earlier, giving them the correct advice. You see, so what advice do you have for someone that's like sitting at home and they're looking at this and they're like, wow, I want to do a magazine. What advice do you have for them?
Just, go out there and get it done. Just go out there and get it done. I can't tell you. There are things that I wanted to do on a different level from years ago, and I would procrastinate about it. And it's like, oh, I'm going to get it done tomorrow. And I'm going to get it done next week. And it's like, no, you lose time as well with thinking that, okay, you cannot get it done. And if you're in doubt and you think that you cannot get it done, by all means, you reach out to someone that could mentor you, or, just do some research on what it is that you'd like to do and get it done. There's no waiting.
Right.
As well.
Right. If you want something done, if you want it done, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Stop procrastinating. That's half of our problems. We put things off. I know I do that sometimes. Just put it off until the last minute, and then you're hustling to get it done. So take your time. Go ahead, do your research, and get it done. So I am once again so
Sometimes
proud of you. Go
I was
ahead,
gonna
dear.
I was gonna say sometimes it helps as well to give yourself time so you know exactly what you're jumping into, you know, as well. So if that's quite different than procrastinating yourself, but just make sure once it is that you're ready, go ahead and give it your 100%. And they would say if you aim for the stars, you land amongst them. If it is that you know it's not 100% right, that's the thing. We're human beings, and there's leave room as well for growth. So I left room for growth. So if you think this first one is absolutely, great, there's room for growth, and there's a lot more to come as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
So
Rose is the type of person that's open for criticism. She's not the type of person that doesn't take anyone advice into consideration. A lot of
mhm,
people feel I'm right and that's the end of it. But she's not the type of person. I've seen it several times before, and where she would be doing something and you would say, XYZ, ABC, and she'd be like, okay, you're right. So that type of person, that they're willing and ready, because you leave room
yeah.
for criticism. So definitely, I love the magazine. I think it's
Yeah.
great. It's
I mean,
looking good.
beyond beyond the fashion designer, there's so much more to the magazine as well. Um,
Yes.
for one thing, there is actually music that's included within the magazine itself. And I'm not talking about, you're given links to go purchase a song. On the very cover of the magazine, there is a song that's embedded within it as well. So if you go to the very tip of the edge of the page and you click on it, you'll be able to hear the music playing as well as you read the magazine. Um, so do check that out, as well as there are two videos that's included in there. One is a music video for one of the dancehall Jamaican Sing J Femc Gold Digger that's highlighted within there. And then as well, there's another short film. There's a snippet. I shouldn't say short film. It's a snippet, a trailer of a movie that's coming out for next year. That's highlighted as well. So within the magazine, there are various persons that are highlighted. Within music, arts, and entertainment, there are various DJs. There are artists that are highlighted. There are persons that work one-on-one within the music industry, that within the music publishing space. There's, for instance, there's Nigel Angus. He is a Billboard publisher that has worked with a lot of the different artists across the globe. He has worked with Coffee on the Lockdown record, and that record, they received an NAACP award. So he's highlighted within that space. He was one of my guests in February within the Music Divas space as well. So do check him out. Who else? Yeah, so there's so much, as I say, centered around music, arts, and entertainment. And I am happy that it is that I brought something to the masses where persons are reaching out to me and telling me I did a good job, and or placing, that when we go to print in June, how many different copies that they would like. I'm like, you didn't even see, when we go to print in July, I'm like, okay, you didn't even see the July one as yet. So here it is that I have so much customers already that are requesting the hard copy of it and in numbers, as well as I am just grateful that over 40,000 persons were able to read, to download, and, go through the magazine.
40,000 in one day, right?
In one day, 40,000. So I got the number yesterday. I was like, whoa, wait, what? Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So,
Let's see what's going on in the comment section. NFT is the future. NFT are the future, and it's good for artists and creative. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Truman, for that.
yes,
It really is the future.
I was told that last night. So as well, there is a photograph within the magazine that caught everyone's attention. That we caught so many people attention that they're asking me, who is that person? And
was it my picture? No. Okay, I was just checking. Just
No, I would have told you. I would have told you. I didn't comment your picture though, but I said, I'll
you
tell
know,
you.
I just have to check.
No, but if you have some time, if you go, if you, it is single, it's called Tambao, and so
Okay.
he drew that picture. He hand painted that by himself, and so we have persons within the NFT space that's like, who is this guy? They really love the painting, so we're going to see what happens in terms of that in the future.
Hi, hi, Elder. Thank you for logging in. We appreciate that. Everyone is giving their comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. It's Women Wednesday. Lady be
Mhm.
blessed, and I'm enjoying talking to Empress Rose. I'm excited because I'm featured in the magazine.
Oh, you're excited because you're featured in the magazine. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
I
have featured in
mean,
the magazine,
I mean,
not only because you're Lady B, but because it is that what you bring to the industry. You don't know,
oh,
it's
thank
there.
you. I mean, I appreciate you. I mean, everywhere I go and Empress Rose is there. She always has really good things to say. And we've known each other for a long time, so we never, like, when we're talking in private, we don't sugarcoat our conversation. We tell each other as it is. Like, I would say something and she'd be like, I can't with you. And she would say something, I'd be like, I won't with you. But, in public, we let people know the respect and admiration we have for each other, especially as women in the entertainment industry, because we do not have enough women supporting and encouraging each other. So a lot of nights we're up until 6 in the morning and we're working and we're talking, but we're still getting our work done. And we're just rehashing things that's going on in the music industry. And we're like shaking our heads like, girl. I told her I left the music industry like about 2 years ago. I think she remembered when I told her, I'm like, I can't. I can't anymore. I just have to. It was just taking a lot out of me, the
Yeah,
music industry, because
it is. It is.
yeah,
And those are the things when I talk about leveling up. It's like, now I feel like, not that I feel like I mastered certain things in terms of what I've done, not just within the music space, within the sports and athletic space, within the visual art space, radio, all of that. So
yes,
there's always, okay, so now it is that I'm here, but it's looking at it like from how should I say, from a standpoint where there's like 100%, and how much room do you have where it is that you can include something else within there. And it's perfect because it's not just about the fashion itself. um, for instance, it's about musical arts and entertainment that's within there as well, and creating something that highlights all the different industries that my business exhumes. So
yes,
it's only
yes.
great that it is that what there's a saying, it's like, um what it is that you're hoping for and it doesn't come to you, yet you go out and create it yourself. And as
You have
creative,
to.
yeah, as creatives, it's like, okay, so you may not know me because nobody talks about who Empress Rose is, for instance. Lady, if it wasn't for Lady B, I would not be here because I'm an introvert, Another thing as well is that, especially, I don't like,
It's
yeah,
why that's why she loves Clubhouse.
right, I
Because
don't
she
like
could probably
I
be in
don't.
her pajamas, just sitting
Mhm.
with a cup of coffee or tea, and no one
Yeah,
has to see her. All they're hearing is her wonderful voice. But this is her second time on my show, and she really surprised me when I asked her this time. She was like, "Okay, sure, why
yeah.
not?"
And like I told her, my hair isn't done. So I don't like, especially when my hair isn't done. My hair isn't done. Just look at my hair. It's like, it is what it is. But persons may say you have dreadlocks, and yeah. So I told her, oh, it's only because of her. Because I don't. I just like to stay in the back in my own little world. I'm not like, some of the other persons that want to be in the spotlight or enjoy the spotlight. I'm good. I know what it is that I'm capable of doing, and I don't mind doing it from behind the walls.
Behind the scenes. She has her hands in a lot of things. Like a lot of things you see in the music industry, you will have no idea that she's doing it or she's part of it. I was in a room with her on Twitter with over 40 people were coming in and out the room, and she was showcasing this band that she managed from Kenya. And I was like,
I
this
was
is
over 100
amazing.
persons. Yeah.
Yeah, over 100 people, right? Yes, Elder, you're absolutely right. We need more women in high places. You're absolutely right. Locks look good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Esther said, my role model, Lady Be Blessed. Ah, don't make me blush. You know I
But you know what
will.
it is? It's like, for instance,
Thank
what
you,
Elder said
Esther.
in terms of needing more women in the industry. And sometimes you, even as women in the industry, and we open it up to other women. I don't know if Lady B has experienced this, but to open up what we do to other females, and then sometimes people take our kindness for weakness as well, or they think that, okay, you're a woman just like myself, so I should hold your hands.
Right,
I didn't
right,
have anybody holding my hand in order to work my way here, but it doesn't mean because someone didn't hold my hand that I shouldn't be able to hold someone else's hand. But even in terms of me mentoring like another female, I am very selective. Everything that I do, I'm very selective because it's a reflection of my work as well. So if I'm going to mentor someone and they cannot, or rise to the occasion in terms of what they're mentored in the industry, then doesn't make much sense, right? So I'm very particular in terms of mentorship and what it is that I do.
yes, you have to be. And you have to be particular because I tell a lot of people, if I'm your mentor, you're me
I'm you.
and I'm you. And don't play with my brand. Your success is my success, and my
Yeah.
success is your success. So I want you to be successful. I would take Esther as an example. She calls me my her role model. But when I look at her, I see a woman trying, and sometimes that's all it took for me to say, okay, I reached out to her, like, I see you're trying. How can I help you? And she was surprised. She's like, oh, Lady B, wow. So I helped her the little bit way I can. And now she's on her way. She's doing her own show. She's getting her guests and she's exceeding, she's excelling in it. And all it took was that little push. And sometimes that's all a person needs. We don't, sometimes we think it's about money. Sometimes we think we have to be so flamboyant. Sometimes and we don't even have to be extra. Sometimes all you have to do is be simple. How
Yeah.
can I help you? Simple.
Yeah.
That's it.
For real, it's yeah, it is what it is. But yes, we wish to see more women. I had a room recently on the Clubhouse, and I was asked to be on. Well, I was asked to be on another panel, and what they were talking about is women involvement in the industry itself. Um, but so many, I find that there's so many women that's in the industry that would like to rise to a higher plateau, so to speak. However, they're having a hard time doing that because it is that they're comparing themselves to male. And it's like, you do not need to compare yourself to a male. Just do exactly what you do in terms of your work, and your work will speak for itself.
Exactly.
I am a music producer. I do songwriting for artists across the world. I write in various languages as well.
She's award winner. She's very modest. She wouldn't mention like all these things like track star, Jamaican track star, Emmy
Listen,
award winner. It's like you can't get this information out of her. But I love it. I love it because a lot of people, they would lead with that information. For Empress, you have to pull it out. Come on, let me pull some of that out. Come on. Give us
No,
a.
no, but seriously, it is like for myself, it is that I write in different
Mhm.
languages for various artists across the world. I make beats, and even like when I step into the studio, it's like I don't compare myself to a male. I'm there to do my job and do it
Yeah.
effectively. So unless I need to make the comparison, then I will. But I'm just there to do what I do as a music producer within the business as well. So I think the hard thing for a lot of females that I see is the fact that they compare themselves
To a man.
to a man. And it's like,
Yeah.
so just do what you do,
And leave it alone.
leave it alone, do
Oh
the work.
my God. Very true. I celebrate you too, Esther. Esther Space every Saturday,
It's space.
12:30 p.m. That's the name of her show. Check her out. Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Esther Space. All right, you guys go check her out. She's doing great things. She's from
Awesome, awesome.
Cameroon. She's interviewing very, very interesting and
Mhm.
celebrated people. So definitely bless her up for that. I had a thought and I lost it. I was reading. I had a thought, Rose, but I lost it, and I want to bring it back. Oh, this is not the thought, but one of the young ladies that I mentor from
Mhm.
Ghana, they haven't made the announcement yet, but she just told me that she's now the president of West Africa Yali um, in West Africa
Mhm.
because of the mentorship. And I tell people all the time, sometimes the greatest gift you could give a person is your time. That's
But
it.
as long as it's not taken for granted as well.
Right, right. But if someone is very interested in mentorship, they wouldn't take you for granted, right? They will appreciate you. And also, people that's looking for mentorship appreciate the time of your mentors. Appreciate the time and also know that they also have a life, right? And they also have a lot of stuff that, because I've had people like, they would tell me, oh, you don't have time for me. I want to do this. What do you think? Blah, 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 blah. And I have to say, I will make time for you, but you also have to realize you have to give me time to make the time. You see?
Yeah.
Because it's a give and take situation. I'm trying to go back to the thought that I had, something about what you were doing.
Hold on.
Um,
Hold on.
but I can't recall it.
Keep talking. I have to plug my computer real quick, okay?
Okay, she has to plug in her computer, but I want anyone in the audience, if you have any questions, any feedback, or anything, while she plugs in her computer, let me show you guys the magazine again. Let's go so I can show you guys what's in the magazine. And it's available at www.musicdivas.club. Musicdivas.club. And if you have an iPhone and you want to be on Clubhouse, definitely send me a message. You can leave a message right in the comment and I could add you. I've got 7 invitations to Clubhouse. So if anyone wants to be on Clubhouse and you have an iPhone, it's iPhone only. I have 7 invites and I can invite you guys to Clubhouse today only. And then you'll be there. So I have a young lady. She may want to interview you for her magazine. Oh, wonderful. This is my second to last interview for season 1. Season 1 ends next week. I'm off May and June, and then I'm returning in July for season 2 of Lady Be Blessed Conversation podcast. So this is my 37th show, I think. Don't quote me on that number. And then I'm taking a break for May and July, and then I will be back. So anyone that wants to be interviewed or anything, let them keep in touch with me. I have a calendar that I will be sending out in June so they could pick their date to be booked. Now, just so you know, Elder, there's several shows. There is Men Monday, Tech Tuesday, Women Wednesday, Teaching Thursdays, and Financial Fridays. Right? So those are the show, and it's at 3 p.m. every day on this same channel. And then they're available at www.iamladybblessedpodcast.com. You could always catch all repeats. Let me show that. Is it there? I am LadyBblessedPodcast.com. You guys keep that, write it out. Esther says, oh yeah, I need a copy of that magazine. Send me a DM on WhatsApp and I'll put you on the list with Empress Rose to get a copy of that magazine. So Elder said, I know your schedule. LOL. Elder and I have been friends for years. I'm not going to mind him. I think how many years? Wow, I'm thinking 15. I'm thinking about 15 years. Yeah, I know you know my scans, yeah. All right, so definitely we'll do that. Anyone that's on my WhatsApp and want a copy of the magazine, send it to me and I'll get the message to Empress Rose. Let me show you guys one more again what the content of the magazine looks like. Definitely. That's it. Beautiful, well put together. I can't say congratulations enough. Yes, you're right. About 15 years we've been friends and we've never met because he chickens out whenever I say, come on, let's meet for dinner. He chickens out. I wonder why. But anyway, yes, it's very nice. So it's on Apple Books. So if you guys have the app, iOS is Apple Books, but it's going to be available on Android really soon. And www.musicdivas.club is the website for the magazine. Who is jealous? I'm jealous. How can I get a copy of the magazine page? Carry your humble self. Lady Be Blessed. I mean, I think he meant carrying your humble best. So we'll try to get it to everybody because you tried to get me to go to Africa.
You're muted again.
See, I got so excited when he said I tried to get him to go to Africa because it's absolutely true. So I'm back again. You know, I have to move, I have to sit real still. Yeah, you're right. I will try to go to Africa. Empress Rose and I are going to Kenya very soon.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, she has her hands in a lot of things. I tell you. The latest project in Jamaica was a cinematography.
No, the last documentary is based
that
on
won a couple of awards. So tell us a little about that before we wrap up.
Well, I have a few documentaries. It's really last year was my first time getting into documentary. And my first documentary, I got 45 nominations. So far, I've won 12. We're still not up to that 45. I think I have about 22 more to go. Okay. So that documentary itself, if you would like, you could check it out. It's based on myself working on an album that I produced. It's called Anthropology, Anthropoly. So you can check it out. It's called Making Anthropology Album by Amaze. And then I have a documentary that I produced. It's the latest, December 12th, and was premiered. And it's based on 3-time Olympic medalist, Greg Houghton. It's based on his track and field career. You can check that out as well. It's called Almond Town. That's ALLMAN Town, Almond Town. And right now, I'm working on an ethnomusicology project. Ethnomusicology, the study of different cultures. I am doing it. I am producing. Did you hear that Jamaican talk just come out, Lady
Eh,
Viva? So,
I heard it.
mhm. I am producing.
Don't let us start our part toy.
I am producing this documentary based on the traditional music as exercised in Africa, fused with reggae, which is the subgenre. So yes, expect that it will be out in August, and expect that there will be a bigger project on that same ethnomusicology that will be in movie theaters for early 2022. And aside from that, I'm working as co-producer on another film for a hit producer as well in the business. He brought me on as co-producer, and that one will be coming out for early 2022. So my 2022 is looking my 2022 is looking very good in terms of getting away from, I wouldn't say I'm stepping away from the music business, but I'm leveling up. Let's just say that in terms of, yeah, I'll just say I'm leveling up.
Level up, my girl, level up.
Yeah. So yes,
You know,
I'm
that's
moving
what
on
we do.
to
We don't
other
sleep.
sides of the business.
We level up.
Yeah.
What did he said he loved patois. Eldest, I love patois. Speak it,
Did
Empress.
somebody say they know me from Gambia? Come again.
Let's see. Want to know where Empress
Oh,
Rose comes from. The Gambia, West Africa. Oh, he's from the Gambia, West Africa. He would like to know where you're from. Should be
I'm
from
from Gambia
Jamaica.
too.
Yeah, right.
I'm from Gambia as well. No, sir. I'm from Jamaica.
She's from Jamaica.
I'm from Jamaica. However, I've traveled extensively, so I do speak 9 languages, and I'm able to write in those languages. So, yeah, that has helped my pocketbook, being able to write for different artists across the world in different
Right.
languages.
Right. Protect the pocketbook.
That's right.
Level up your assets.
Level up in COVID. You know what it means like to level up in COVID? If you can
Right.
level up in COVID, can you imagine if there was no COVID?
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
COVID is necessary. Not that
Yes,
it should have
because it's a
happened.
lesson learned.
You're able to see things as well in persons for who they are. So, and knowing like, okay, prepare. I hope persons are preparing for beyond COVID, because it's going to get very brutal
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well. So I hope persons are preparing,
Yeah. I have to
for,
prepare my people. I have an ambassador group that I'm reformatting so we could tackle life after COVID, because it's not going to be easy.
it's not going to be easy at all. It's going to be quite interesting. So
Yeah.
to everyone out there, if you have a skill and you would like to embark on that skill, by all means, now is a perfect time to, get yourself in play and get it underway.
Yeah,
I would
most
say.
definitely. Please take this time to give your contact information and how one could get in touch with you on the various projects that you do.
Yes, if you'd like to check me out, of course, you can go to my Instagram or Twitter Actually, you can go ahead and request me on both. I will likewise follow you back. So my Instagram is INTLSTARZ, and it's international stars across the social media. INTLSTARZ. Please, if you're requesting me, don't request the 360 page, because someone has how should I say? Someone has stole my page and is basically running it. And until Instagram gets it right and take it down, please do not send anything to International Stars 360 page. Keep it International Stars as well. So International Stars. I do have a personal page, which it's like my fun page, I call it. It's Infinite Empress, INFINITEMPRESS, because it is that persons would like to speak to me on that page. I answer quicker than any of the others. So if you would like to, you can look me up, INFINITEMPRESS. Otherwise, it's international stars across the border for everything else. And if you would like to, you can check out the link in each of the bios, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, and you will have a snapshot as to what I have going on, or a little bit more about me, or the places you can go, to check me out directly. My website is internationalstars.com, INTLSTARZ.com.
Thank you. And the Music Diva is www.musicdivas.club.
And
You
for
guys
the
check it out.
magazine, it's musicdivas.club. If you would like hard copy, you can send me a message through musicdivas.club as well, and let me know exactly what's going on or what would you like. If you'd like a hard copy of the magazine, no problem. For all the Android users, I'll be updating it today or tomorrow, where you'll be able to download the magazine and also go in and check it out, or I will be updating it with PDF if you like a PDF copy as well.
Wonderful. Oh, let me
So
ask a question. Any plans to get it on Amazon Books? I think a lot of people with Android will be looking forward to that one.
yeah, I'm adding 11 other places, so
Okay.
Amazon is one of them as well.
Perfect. Perfect. I am very, very honored to have you on today. Usman says,
We supported
amazing.
projects. Also, to Husband's question, he says we're supporting the projects and development. Um, I do it all with my business and myself. That's yeah,
Yeah.
all those projects. If I need Lady B to send me some money, I just call her up and she wire me 20,000 now and again,
Just so.
just like that.
Just so.
She
That's what
doesn't
I
even
do.
ask what I need it for. She just says, "When do I get it back?"
The best question ever. The only question that needs to be asked.
That's me. Just tell me I'm getting my money back, because
When is
if
it
you tell
coming
me I'm
back?
getting it back, I will show up. I'm Jamaican. I will show up.
That's it. And 20, I'm like, just 20? Why are you asking for crumbs? Here, let me throw an extra 20 into that. 40, you're good to go. Project field.
Yeah.
Elders laughing at us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I have a special project that I'm working on. I'm gonna play.
Wait, Lady B, you're crackling. You're crackling.
Why am I crackling? I can't take it anymore. I need
You're
new
not as
equipment.
clear. You're not as clear.
I know, my dear. I'm sorry. I'm working with antiquated equipment. I think my laptop is like 4 years old. I may have to move to my desktop because I just got that last year, but it's not the same. Anyway, my friends, before I sound even worse, I'm gonna go and get out of here. You can
No,
hear me.
it's not coming in clear at all. You're not coming clear at all.
I don't know what to do to solve the.
Do, do you want me to close out the show? I can't hear you now. Could you type in chat? There you go. Now you are clear.
I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Okay. And
See
Elder
what
is
I'm
having a
working with?
yeah.
We're gonna get everything together for 2020. Oh, Lady B, your voice changed suddenly. Yes, Usman, I changed it just for you, my chairman. Sometimes a woman have to change her voice, Usman. Right? I'm gonna play Ike's book. I have a project that I'm working on. It's about 3 minutes, so you guys hang in to the end. And a couple projects that I'm working on. I'm showcasing some of my clients until the end of the month. So, Empress Rose, thank you. You want to go ahead and close out, and now I'll put up the book. He says, "Oh, really?"
No, I to everyone who has tapped in, I appreciate you. Thanks for tapping in. And like I said, the social medias are there. And more importantly, the links are within each of the social media. You check out the links and you can send me a message. And likewise, if you follow me, I'll follow you back.
Yeah, most definitely. And she does. She's a woman of her word. I thank everyone that participated today. Like I said, this is my second to last show. Next week, I have Madam Betty Love out of Sweeter Rhythm Radio, out of the Bronx, New York. She will be here definitely. And I want to be in contact with you. We shall link up. With me, I know he's talking about Empress Rose. He's very good producer. He's a very good producer, Elder, in the music industry. I've had the pleasure of listening to a couple albums that he produced. Excellent, very good, very good. Still trying to get him to go to Africa, so maybe one day I'll get us all on the Black Star Liner, and then we can make that trip. Thank you guys. Thank everyone. Empress Rose, thank you. We shall talk later. I appreciate you guys. Tune in Friday for Financial Friday, which is Financial Literacy Month. So I have 2 financial gurus that I'm going to be speaking with on Friday about protecting our asset and growing generational wealth. All right. So guys, I am out of here until Friday. And thank you guys. Thank you, Empress Rose. Congratulations on the magazine. And thank you for featuring me. I was so honored. It was my pleasure, and I'm honored. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
My Big Sister is the Best by Harvey L. Frierson Jr. My big sister is the best. Do you have a big sister? My big sister's name is Olivia, and she is the best. She loves me and protects me and my older brother Miles, but I know Olivia and Miles love me the best. I know because last Saturday afternoon I was sad. I wanted to go out and play with my friends. Until the pandemic is over, Mommy and Daddy say to play inside. My brother Miles was showing me a video game that he made when Olivia said, "I am going to make cupcakes for you and Miles, and Daddy will supervise." "Cupcakes!" I screamed. I screamed because I love cupcakes. "Yes," said my big sister Olivia, "and they are going to be delicious." My big sister is the best. I thought to myself, what flavor cupcake is she going to make for us? Strawberry? Lemon? Chocolate? Will there be sprinkles? Frosting? I left Miles at his laptop and went to the kitchen door. I see my big sister Olivia moving pots, baking pans, and flowers everywhere. She walked up to me with a bowl of cupcake mix in her arm and her chef hat on and said, "Your cupcakes are not ready yet," and put cake batter mix on my nose. Daddy laughed with us and said, "Be patient." "Patient?" I asked Daddy. "Yes, patience," Daddy said. "It is waiting for something without being upset about the wait." "Okay, Dad, I could wait for a while," I said. While waiting, all I could think about was what flavor of the cupcakes my big sister was making. Lemon? Sprinkles? Suddenly the doorbell rang. My big sister Olivia yelled, "I got it!" from the kitchen. I heard pots and pans crashing, and Olivia came out the kitchen with a nose mask and rubber gloves on and opened the front door. It was Mailman Carl, and he had a nose mask and rubber gloves on too. He said, "Are you Big Sister Chef Olivia?" "I sure am," she said. "I have a delivery of special cupcake toppings from Uncle Harvey. Will you accept?" "I sure will," she said. She took the box, shut the front door, and ran back to the kitchen. I can smell the cupcakes in the living room. Are they ready yet? I wondered so. I peeked into the kitchen. Olivia saw me and said to be patient. "That word again," I said. She gave me a taste of the cupcake batter on a tiny spoon. Lemon. Yum. I went back into the living room to watch Miles make another video game on his laptop. Soon, my big sister came out of the kitchen covered in flour and said, "I have a surprise for you two." I ran up to her big tray of cupcakes. She held a tray full of lemon frosted cupcakes with sprinkles and blueberries on top. Blueberries and sprinkles, my favorite, I said. I made them just for you. Take a bite, Olivia said. I took a bite and it was the best cupcake in the world. And I was happy for the rest of the day. My big sister Olivia is the best.